are so happy to know that Malaysia's entrepreneurs able to do a lot of things, especially in automation as well, on engineering and in business management. From Professor Dr. Tang, we know that he is a very skillful businessman, that in future we are sure that our Penang will be able to contribute to the world. It's so privileged today we are able to visit his office. Let's go and have a look.
Today, we visited Professor Tang, the founder of Access High-Tech Automation Limited, Komanai. This company specializes in communication and electronic-related engineering services, including providing comprehensive automation systems and improving the production efficiency and quality of various factories under the wise leadership of Professor Tang. The company has been awarded the Emerging Industry status by the Malaysian Ministry of Industry and has grown into a globally renowned professional engineering enterprise. Meeting the needs of international customers, in 2002, it also received certification from authoritative quality organizations and obtained ISO 9001 certification. The company successfully expanded its business territory and has gained the trust of multinational corporations in Bangkok and the United States, making it a highly trusted supplier. Professor Tang is also highly recognized and recommended by the government as a top instructor for the most popular courses, such as high-impact presentation skills training, team building activities, and HRDC soft skill training. Professor Tang has been selected by Britishpedia as one of the top figures in Malaysia's technology and training tutors. We are very pleased to have had an in-depth discussion with him today about the future of Malaysia and what we in the business community should do to meet the challenges of the new era.
Phuket, Madam Hall of Fame, sharing hope to you every day. We are honored to have Professor Dr. Tang today with us. He is a reputable, conscientious, and reliable businessman who graduated from WMU in doctorate in business administration. And he also busy sharing his knowledge and experience with many company staff, and also doing his achievements in business, especially also in corporate social responsibilities. We are so honored to have Professor Dr. Tang today, and we would like to know how you managed to be pioneer in so many fields that you can teach people your knowledge academically, and also how to develop self skills, and also managing Access High-Tech, your company. Yeah, how do you do that, all these things? Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Yvonne. So, come back to your questions there, right? I think the most important thing is time management. You know, you need to manage yourself in a timely manner. So I do a lot of things in my life. So I manage it, properly. So that's the secret of it, how to do that. I would emphasize on time management.
Time management.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you mean that before the day coming for tomorrow, that the day before you will write down all the time that what's to slot in, and then what are the possibilities of time changing. You know, sometimes you manage, but there are some incidents happen, then you have to do something. Yeah, so how do you plan your another day that coming up?
Okay, normally what I did is just say, for example, I'm running my own business, it's an automation business, and I'm also running a company of HRDC training business. And I'm also a few university of keynote speakers and this ASP International Psychologist keynote speaker overseas. So I try to manage it like, just say for example, for automation side. So I will manage my time during the day times, for automations, and for the night times, most of the time I'm going for all these seminars, and teachings program. So I try to figure it out to manage it the time. To split it out. Morning session will be automations. Evening sessions will be in training lines and in keynote speakers. So we have to plan it properly. Right?
I believe this will be taking most of your time for planning.
Yes, right.
Also, the time with the families and everything. So, wow, it's like you can have the ability to manage two businesses, and it's very good. And we can see that you help a lot of people to develop skills. That's very good in the future for the next generations to build up not only the economy but also socially. So, what do you see also the challenges after giving out the educations? What are the challenges for them, to be better in future?
So the main challenges, like I would say, we start with automations first, right? So for automations and engineering, because most of the things I'm developed and design in-house. So I'm doing designing and develop in-house. So I have a script behind it. We always call it that nothing is impossible. It means that is my keywords and
nothing is impossible.
And my dictionary, that I have words that is not in my dictionary, it's the failure words. So in my dictionaries, there is no failure words, means no failure at all. So every time, everything it can be done. Nothing is impossible. So in engineering, we always do design and manufacturing. So when we design the machines, the machine have to be workable. Once we get the contract, and we will make sure the machine have to be workable. So that's why we have that mentality of nothing is impossible. So we have to make it true. No matter how, you need to make it true. That is the secret keywords behind it. Right?
Okay, I will write this down and paste on my wall. Nothing is impossible.
Yes, right. Once you have this mentality, everything can be done. To be honest, everything can be done. Like myself, I'm in for 4 business and few different lines. So I always think that nothing is impossible, So that's why I can achieve what I have today. And for year 2022, I achieved 16 awards. So many people ask me how to do that. So they told me how to do that. I said nothing is impossible. So you can do that. We have 12 months in a year, but I can achieve 16 in a year. So always remember that nothing is impossible. This is my sharing from you, from me.
It benefits me, and I hope it benefits use as well. Next time we need to craft a craft from Professor Dr. Tang signing. Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible, right?
To encourage more
Exactly,
people,
right.
yeah. Okay, so that's amazing, and we would also like to be curious, right? Right, different people has different brought up situations or environment. So, like your childhood story, maybe ask a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If I talk too long, I think it will be until next day. So I just very briefly to
Yeah.
introduce myself. Actually, I'm born in Penang, Penang boy.
Yeah.
So I went to Chinese education school for standard 6 only. So my Chinese,
Standard six.
standard 6 only. So I'm an English educated students, and the first job when I went in is an engineering job. So many people ask me, how come you're bankers, you're a management guy, and you are a designer today and is in engineering firm? You know, so many people that are curious asking me this question since,
Yeah.
from day one.
Yeah.
Because most of the people don't know that I'm from engineering line. In fact, my first job, I'm from LKT in Penang. So it's an engineering firm. I'm
Yeah.
a designer and mechanical engineers there. So from engineering line, I diversified to management. I think everybody know that management is important, right? So from engineering line, I diversified to management, and I so lucky to say that I got an offer from bank. That time is a government servant as a Bank Negara Malaysia. Bank Simpanan Nasional is under Bank Negara. So I got that job and I quit the engineering line. I was in the banking line for 5 years in KL.
Yeah.
And after from my banking lines, I still continue my studies as an MBA and then my PhD. After that, I quit the job. After that, I quit the job. So
Yeah.
I set up my own company that is Access Automation Sdn Bhd in 1992, and I set up another company is Access High Tech Automation Sdn Bhd. So that is, my background, and I also set up a training company. It is for HRDF. We call it a training provider company to help those industry for HRDF claim and training.
Yeah, that's very good, because this HDRF, this training education is very good for every of the employees.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, and it's also funded by the government.
Yes.
So yeah, I just want to remind all the entrepreneurs or any Sdn Bhd owners, remember to use this fund, don't burn it out, okay? So just look for Professor Dr. Tang. Yeah, he can do you a good job to train your employees, okay? Right, so we have the next question as well, okay? The audience also saw that you are active in this AMU, with the talk with AMU, actually this university, that you spoke about the subject to go for after graduation, especially after SPM. A lot of students don't know really what is their hobby, what to do next, what is the economy to blend with their hobby. So can you give them a little bit of advice?
Yeah, sure. So about the question you asked me just now from the AMU, I was invited to be speakers for their business faculty. Year 2023 is last year, because the main objective that these topics that I'm going to share is how to be an entrepreneurship, after your graduations in current scenario. Okay, so let's us just share example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the parents, I would say they disagree their kids to take up courses. When they take up courses, they will tell their kids, okay, I want you to be a doctor, I want you to be a dentist, I want you to be a scientist, you see?
Yeah.
Or I want you to be IT engineer. So parents, they want their child to venture in all these subjects, okay?
Yes.
But sometimes you might look at the child itself, whether they like it or not. So most of the people will say, oh, don't study business. Business management is too common. I think everybody know, right? They say business is too common for everybody.
Yeah.
So for myself, I'm doing my diploma in business. My degree, bachelor degree is business. My master business. My doctorate is business also. So I venture from diploma level until my DBA also business. So I don't think that business is a very common subject. Most of the parents will say that no use, you see, or they say it's very common. So we just put an example in organizations. You name it. Any organizations that don't have management, okay? I'm just sharing here is, that means, can you name any organizations that you don't have management? Hospital, you need management.
Yeah.
Hotel, you need management.
Yes,
Factory, you need management.
Yes.
Even though a coffee shop, you also need management, right? How to manage your coffee shop, right?
Yes.
So to me, management is very important. Whatever fields you go in, I think management is the most important subject that you have to master in. So, like what I would like to share here is depends on individual. If you are good, whatever field you studies, you will be in good. So, so this is the topic that I was invited to talk during the 2023 for the business faculty to motivate the students, because some of the students that they already studied for 1.5 years and they come and talk to me. They said, Prof, I would like to change subject after 1.5 years, because they say, oh, so many people comments that it's very hard to get job when you graduate from business. You know? So this is the way I'm trying to share my experience and try to share my knowledge and motivate them. So that talk is called how to be an entrepreneurship after your graduation. So I think I won't share that topic here. If I share here, it will be very long. So if you are interested in that topic, can call me anytime.
Thank you, Professor, for sharing this good sharing for us, especially, you know, like parents sometimes will influence the decision of the child. But let's talk with your child if they want to go for any of the subjects. First of all, just listen first, then don't make too many comments then just don't waste some money like that 1.5 years. Okay, right. So we go for our next questions. For after you graduated from WMU, may I know how did you also get your apply all the knowledge from the university? You know, sometimes we learn a lot of this knowledge paper on the paper, on the book. But what do you think is the best way to apply all this knowledge or these studies from the university to the current environment or business or in the life?
I would say that what we learn in university is paper, you know, black and white,
black
right?
and white.
So it's not necessarily what you learn in school, then you grad from university, you will apply in the field. So through my experience, just correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Like myself, I already explored in the market for more than 30 years, business. So I would say that what we learn from the university is just a theory. It's a theory as a concept. What you are outside the field, we are talking like you are going out for the war. So the experience outside the field is totally different from what you study. Okay, so we just put it example. Okay, if you are study business management, we talk about SWOT. SWOT, I think you know, everybody know about SWOT, your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, your threat. So before you start a business, you will do the SWOT analysis, right? Everybody will do the SWOT analysis. And after you do the SWOT analysis, you calculate, oh, the risk is too high. And you said, no, I'm not going to do the business, right? So I want to share this experience of me. That's why I did a calculation on the risk analysis. But the risk is quite high, you know. But to me, I said, that is theory, okay? But practically, nobody knows, right? So if everybody just based on theory, I would say that nobody will take the risk. So I was the one who tried to reverse engineering it. I use the engineering terms that reverse engineering. So I said, well, it's okay. I will try out, even though the risk is high when I calculate that out. So there's no harm I try. If I fail, I will study it over again. Like an example, when you fall down, you get up again, right? So it motivates me, and I venture in entrepreneurship. And the risk I calculated using the SWOT analysis is very high. But when I in the market field, I make it successfully, you see. So this is the thing that I would like to share. What you want, you know, talk to me. Practically and theoretically, sometimes it's two different things. Theory, we just as a guideline, and practical, you have to go out to the field and you explore yourself. And in a layman terms, we say you go and bang the walls, and then you will learn from there, right?
But remember to bounce back.
Yes, exactly.
Don't just bang the wall and just say, I'm done. No. So I believe also Professor, what he shared was very good. So anything that comes in your mind, whether it's a creativeness or anything, if you think that you can help the community, I also believe Professor encouraged us to do so. But anyway, I will jot down your name if you have any questions. Okay, we'll go for the next questions here. So I understand that you have your time management and everything. You do like business, you give talks, you also try to help more of the young people to gain more skills. This is very good, especially in Penang. Okay, I understand that the economy here is booming as well. So you also have time to continue to play golf. You know, golf use a lot of time, and you also managed to lead your son Brandon also play golf. Yeah, that is a very good, how to say, these activities between the father and son. How do you manage also to do all these things? I'm just curious.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like what we said just now is time management, right? In fact, I'm a golfer, and my son started golf at the age of 4 because, you know, I try to build his interest because I think golf is a very good networking tool here. If I'm in business management line, so I believe that anything you need a good network. So I pick up golf at my very young age at around 20 over. That time I think 25. So and then I grow up my kids, Brandon's, at the years of, he's 4 years old that time. So I build up his interest. I bring him to the golf course, you know, from time to time, you know, build his interest, and then let him watch all the golf tournaments, you know. So from there he started his interest, and then I get a coach to coach him, and then from there he grows slowly. So it's a tough time. During that time he resigned to, you know, pick up, and he said he want to give up. Then slowly, you know, you need to motivate. So I'm very good in motivator. You know? So I motivate him, you know, try to send him to some very junior tournaments, let him win. So kids, when you know they win one time, they will want to win second time. So this is the way how you try to motivate your kids here. So from there, and then he participate into the small tournament, MSSPP, then go to state level, MSSM, and then go to overseas. So he also participate in like Australia, Taiwan, Indonesia, you know, so all these major tournaments. And today he's one of our Penang Sukma golfer. He will be represent Sukma for the 2nd year for this year. So this is how I grow him up for the golf, right? And he also won 3 Malaysia of book of records in a day. That is golf innovations. So he developed all the golf teaching aids. Means it's the golf training aids that, and he won 3 Malaysia book of records in a day. And we also contribute to the society. I always talk to him. Contribute back to the society means when we get the awards, we hold a charity events, and we do a fundraising for Kota Baru, this Down Syndrome Center, and we managed to raise the fund 40,000 for the Down Syndrome because they're almost going to close down the Down Syndrome Center, and we look at it, it's pretty poor, right? So we go and approach them, and we use these awards to generate fundraising and try to help the Down Syndrome Center, right? So this is my advice that, you know, try to contribute back to the society and not always think of famous. If you get something, use the awards to generate fundraising and help the poor. That is my sharing.
Yeah, he's very good. That's all. Brandon already learned about this family social responsibility.
Yes, right.
Like a corporate now, it's a family, it's taught by the dad.
We call it PSR, personal social responsibility, right?
Okay,
so,
PSR. Good. Right, we are happy also if Brandon also can encourage more of the friends to join golf. Because the junior golf also can have a lot of these good activities and
it's
sports.
It's a very good sports that discipline them, put it that way. Golf is a good sports to discipline them them, to grow them, So, and most of the time they're in the golf course, and we don't worry that they will mix together with the bad people, because all the golfers their standard is quite good. So that's why I'm not worried at all to leave it in the golf course.
Okay, good. Right, so we have the next question here is about the HRDC that you train a lot of employees. I understand also you have this company named Sun Group Training and Consulting. So from the start, how did you get from Access High Tech, the engineer company, to this field? Yeah, how did you, in a sudden, or how maybe you meet with your friends and then they talk about this idea? Yeah, how did you come to this idea?
So actually, as everybody knows that I'm from automation sales and engineering fields. So my main passion is that I like to share knowledge. Okay, I like to share knowledge. I like to motivate students. So before I venture in this HRDF training, actually I'm doing some freelance and part-times, like I'm teaching some universities, some students, for trainings. So from there, I have the patience. Then end up, my customer base all is US-based customer. So happen when some of the customers said, hey, why not? You come over to our company and conduct some training. So from there, it kicked up my mind. It kicked up my mind and said, hey, why not? I set up a training provider company because nowadays I think our government emphasizes on HRDF training. So happen if I set up a company, it will take time. So everybody you need to take time, licensing, all that. So it kicked out my mind. That's why I said management is very important. So I decided to buy our company. So I would say that time, opportunities, one of my friends recommended me, this company. So I go and approach the companies and I say, I would like to be your partners and I would like to contribute to the companies with, I will bring in all the sales in with my networking for the training programs. And I myself is an accredited HRDF trainer. So that's how we grow this company. And today, this training company, Sun Group, is supposed to be, born, I would say, right? So this is how, from engineering fields, go to training, right?
Yeah, that's right. And you have the passion to teach as well. I can see that.
My passion. Right. I like to talk.
From how you see Brandon grew, and also how you educate the employees, I can see that you are very passionate in giving teachings, all that. Yeah, so we hope that in future you can teach more. So bring all your employees, don't worry. Professor Dr. Tang can teach them very well and work for you. Okay, right. So I think, basically we have a very good understanding today. Maybe you can share what's your next goal for your future plan, and how would you bring up these two companies? Yeah.
I would say that my next goal for the future plans to bring up these two companies. One is the engineering line, automations. I would say nowadays, automation is very demanding. Okay, AI, we're talking about all AI. So my field is in this field that we develop and design all the machines, customized machines. So we will try to upgrade ourselves to all the technologies, and the next one is the training companies. That how I'm going to grow it. That's it, because I think our Malaysia government is emphasized on training. All the companies that whoever have 10 employee and above, they need to contribute to in this HRDF funds. And most of the companies, they're not aware about this, and they just keep on contributing, and they didn't apply for the training funds, all that. So I think it's a big market, and I would like to help them, those SME or some companies that they're not aware about this program. So to grow this business.
Yeah, that's right. And Penang Islands, well, not only the island, mainland as well, have a lot of opportunity for the the factories, to receive more of the contracts, and also other countries, they would like to set up factory here. So I believe this training is a very good one, not only for the local but also for the foreigners.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, it's good. Well, thank you for your time today, Professor Dr. Tang, and I hope to see you and wish you good success.
Thank you. Right.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye now.
Bye.